Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 311 Griffin YouTube channel. This is the 2023 channel year in review. I believe this is my third year doing this. I just like to go back through the last year and talk about how the channel grew and mostly talk about the videos that I did that were either the most significant to me or the funnest that I have the fondest memories of. Statistically speaking, I uploaded 191 new videos this year, not counting live streams. Those weren't that serious, so I'm not really counting those. I had 170 long format videos and 21 shorts. Specifically on the videos that I uploaded this year in 2023, they had, as of the day I started making this video, they had 63,519 total views just on those videos. And the comments and likes on this screen are just for those new uploads as well. 388 comments, 1,756 likes. Now, on all of my videos, we had 147,045 total views on every video this year. That's just the views in 2023. And we had 321 new subscribers. The channel is growing at a decreasing rate. I don't know why. It just is. And that's okay. It's a good thing that we do this for fun and not for views and money. Otherwise, this wouldn't work out. Briefly, I want to go through this top 10 list of videos from this year. These aren't videos uploaded in this year. These are my top views of any video on my channel for this year, for 2023. So this one was uploaded in 2023, and it's kind of cool to see one from this year leading the list of total views this year, but it means that older videos are falling off in some cases. This video is always up there. It's a much older video. I can't believe that it is still getting that many views almost 10 years later, 9 years later. Well, yeah, we're very close to 10 years later. This video, and then these two bottom videos I like seeing in the top 10 list, and I want these videos to climb. Basically, any of my tutorial videos that I think are decent, and these I think are decent videos. This one's my best video I've ever made, rate versus radius, and quite honestly, I think it's the best rate versus radius video that you'll see on the internet. I'm very encouraged to see those on the list and to not see my F22 versus SU57 video, which is my biggest DCS video and used to lead the lists quite a bit, but luckily the views on that are falling off, and I appreciate that because it's not that great of a video. So anyway, those are just the top 10 videos that I've ever made for views just in 2023. So the first video we're going to talk about is the F-16C carrier landing and takeoff. This one was fun. It's got 4,349 views as of the day I started recording this video. This video I like because it does have a decent amount of views for me, and comments and likes and all that good stuff. It is not my biggest video of the year. The next video I did is actually the biggest, which was on the VSN F4BC Phantom mod. But this video, I liked it because it was short, it was fun to try, and when the F-16 first came out, I wanted to land it on a carrier until I found out that the hook wasn't animated, so I was really just waiting for the hook to be animated, and as soon as it was, I did a video on it. So that's why this one was a lot of fun for me to make, and why I like it. Next, a video, actually two videos. I'm kind of lumping these together. They didn't get a lot of views because I'm not a Minecraft channel, and when I do things not in DCS, I tend not to get that many views on them. But I really like gaming with Bullseye, and we fought the Ender Dragon in Minecraft, and then we did some nether mining. These were two different videos, but they were a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun to play Minecraft with him and other games too. And I think that was in his world that we were doing all that in, if I remember correctly. But that was a lot of fun. And we're still playing Minecraft and some other stuff, Lego Fortnite together, which is always a good time. So Anyway, next up, the Top Gun Maverick cool and not cool details. This was a lot of fun to put together. Not as many views as I thought that it would have gotten, but it was a lot of fun to put together. And I do like that movie, but I wanted to try to help people understand a little bit more about the realism and the way jets really operate and some of the problems that I had with the movie, and also some of the cool details that were in the movie. So that was a lot of fun. Next up, I believe this is technically number 4 since I lumped those two together. We've got the Enter Sandman's DCS cinematic. Now, I think this is my most viewed cinematic that I've made to date, and this is it has 2,758 views. This is a video that I've actually wanted to do for a very long time. I kind of lost sight of it, but it finally I remembered that I'd always wanted, even back when I was in high school, I thought it would be so cool to make a short movie about fighter jets using the Metallica Enter Sandman. So this isn't monetized because Metallica won't allow that. It's their song, not mine, and there's no revenue sharing on it. So any money that YouTube makes off of that, I don't get it. But it was a lot of fun to put together, and I think it actually turned out to be a pretty good video. I get chills when I watch it. I don't know if you guys get chills when you watch it, but I get chills at certain parts when I watch it because it's pretty cool. Now, it was a little bit choppy, and that wasn't my DCS gameplay or the video. The video that I recorded was pretty smooth. There was just something going on between the frame rate of the video and the editing software or something. I'm not sure, but it was a little choppy. Other than the choppiness, that one came together really well, and I really liked it. Okay, we're going to skip ahead to March, actually. That was like early February that I made that one. In early March, I did this video on, and this is a vastly different video than what I normally do. This was like a note, basically. This video was a note on installing Cali raised LED rock slider on my Toyota Tacoma. And I have a lot of fun, bolting on parts to cars and kind of just trying to work on cars a little bit. I don't like doing it all the time, but it's sort of fun to get the tools out. And it's fun to crawl under a vehicle and to add parts that you're wanting to add to them to give them a more functionality or a personalized look. And so anyway, this video was a lot of fun to put together. I had a bit of fun playing Stranded Deep. I had played it before. This year I really took some departures from uh, DCS. And part of that is because the DCS channel just isn't growing the way I think it should. I've put so much effort into DCS, I don't really know if I just need to go self-promote or something. But anyway, I'm not getting the views that I thought I should get from at this point. And so like I'm not treating this like a job anymore. I'm putting out the content I want to put out, and I'm playing the games I want to play. And so that's why I kind of went through all the Hogwarts stuff, which I'll talk about briefly. Um, I'm playing some other games right now, but I also went ahead and finished Stranded Deep, which was a really fun game, a nice survival game that's fun to play. And this was one of the videos in that short series. It was Stranded Deep, Lucica the Great, just fighting the giant squid. And it was pretty fun, and it was fun to put together. I really enjoyed putting those videos together, and so that's why that's in there. Not a lot of views, but it was a lot of fun. So next up in May, we've got my best pass from Forza Motorsport 7. Very short video, not a lot of views, but I liked playing Forza Motorsport 7. Don't have a lot of videos on it, but this was fun, and it was a really fun race in the rain and multi-class racing, and I made kind of a pass that wasn't really smart, but it worked out really well, so it was fun. All right, next. This is just kind of it's sort of a random video in the Hogwarts Legacy playlist that I did. None of these got a lot of views. I think I had 56 videos in that series. And it was a really good game. And so I wanted to kind of, the reason this video is in the list is because I did spend some time playing that game, and I spent some time making videos knowing they weren't going to get many views, but they were fun to put together. The game was a very fun single-player game. If you're into that kind of stuff at all, role-playing and first-person shooter, single-player, story-driven, games, then Hogwarts Legacy is great. And if you're a Harry Potter fan, you should. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but I had a lot of fun in that game. It's a great game, very good game. Let's move on to July. So I put out, I think 10 or 11 videos from the 2023 Tinker Air Force Base Air Show. Those are always good, and these aren't the greatest videos because my camera, actually, my old camera got stolen, and I bought a new one to replace it, and I actually wound up buying a camcorder that wasn't as good as the one that I was replacing, which is a bummer. And then I didn't have a tripod to kind of steady it. So it's a combination of tools and then me not using them correctly. Anyway, the videos are a little bit shaky, but there were several of these videos. This was a lot of fun, but the one I'm picking is the F-35A flight video, and that's just because I think the F-35 Lightning is an amazing aircraft, and it is a great technology demonstrator. I personally don't think it's worth the amount of money that it costs for our nation, and for any nation that bought it. I think it has a lot of problems. I don't think it's going to be a failure, but I just don't think it's worth the price tag. However, it's a very cool aircraft, and this is the first time I've ever seen one flying in person. And so it was a great show. It put on a great show. It was very fun to watch fly around. It flew around with an F5 as well in a bit of a heritage flight, and it was a great time. And that video has 490 views, which is fair for my channel. We're going to move just a little bit ahead into July, and my next favorite video was the Operation Horizon, a mission for DCS AH-64D Apache. This is another video that I did for Don Rudy, aka Karsten Girk. He puts these missions together, and I've loved all of his Apache missions. They've been a lot of fun, and I think I've done like 3 or 4 videos for him. He's basically just asked me to do them, and they're always fun to put together because I have to dig in and spend a ton of time flying his missions and getting different clips, and it can be difficult. There's a lot of mission editing that has to be done. I work with him on the shots, and even in this case, he even recorded some of the footage for me, or sent me a mission file where he flew a bit of it and I recorded it. He also sent me the illustrations that he had made using AI image generation for his mission, and they're part of the mission, but I was able to use those in my video to kind of make a little bit of a different format. It's almost like a graphic novel and then machinima mixed together, if that makes sense. So tons of fun to put together, a great mission to fly, very fun mission, and so that video, honestly, and I'm not bragging on myself as much as I'm bragging on his mission making capabilities. That mission should have more downloads. This video should have more views. I actually firmly believe that. So let's move on into August, and I'm lumping 3 videos together here. So my friend Warlock, he's wanted to do a buddy lays for a while. I've never really kind of taken the time to help him do that. But with the F-15E Strike Eagle, which I've done a fair amount of videos this year on the F-15E Strike Eagle, and that's a great module, and I have some decent videos from that got some good views. But the way you can set up the armament and the release parameters is very conducive to buddy lasing. It's really easy to do. And so I told him that, and we kind of chatted about it a little bit, and I threw this mission together, and we jumped in it and tried it out, and he was in an A10 lasing on a specific laser code, and I was in the F-15E lasing with a different laser code, and I had 2 bombs set up, each with the correct but different laser codes, and then I had them set up to release together. And so we basically destroyed 2 Scud missiles at the same time, with me dropping the bombs, him lasing, me lasing. And I had the mission set up so that if you didn't kill them, if you killed one without killing the other one, it would launch and you would lose the mission. So we did it with the F-15E. Then he had the idea to try it with the A-10C using the APKWS and just have to attack at the same time, coordinate the attack. And we kind of flew in formation, attacked them and blew them both up. And then we did it again in the A10C, but we did it with a gun run. A lot of fun. That was a fun mission. We got 3 good videos out of the deal, and had a lot of fun doing it. So anyway, somewhere in there, I did another Minecraft video with Bullseye, and this was a lot of fun because he had this really big house and base, and I'd helped him build it. I built some parts of the house. He built a lot of it. He built some mob farms and creeper farms and iron golem farms, and had enslaved a bunch of villagers and stuff. But I had helped him build this library area, and so this video was a lot of fun to put together because of all of the work that had gone into his base. And then I also was able to use a different, like a mod for Minecraft that recorded the gameplay and allowed me to go back and get some really cool external camera views. It took forever to do, a lot of work. Definitely not worth the 23 views that the video has as of right now. But the editing was very fun, and I learned a lot about editing, not just the video, but the replays, the sound. I did a lot of sound editing and a lot of mixing and things like that. And it was really good for me to learn some of that stuff and how that works. So tons of fun. Next, let's move into October. And this, again, is a very different kind of a video. But I actually wrote a book. It's not an official book because I never published it. But I wrote it because I wanted to. And it's some stories that have happened to me, some stories that people have told me. And it's all kind of like either just quirky things that happened or unexplained things that happened, kind of ghost stories. They're not all ghost stories, but that kind of stuff. Now, I don't necessarily believe in that kind of stuff, but I've had some weird stuff happen to me. And I have family members and friends who have had weird stuff happen to them, and I trust them on it. And so I wrote some of this stuff down, and then I decided to go ahead and actually just make up some fiction. So this is basically a 3-hour video, and it's just me reading these stories that I put together. And some of them are 100% true, some of them are based on true events, and some of them never happened at all. And some of them aren't that good, but there are some good stories nestled in here. So that was a really good video. It was fun to put together. I think it's entertaining, and I hope other people do as well. But it's Unexplained Oklahoma, a collection of short stories. I live in Oklahoma. All of these happened in Oklahoma, so that's why that is the case. Okay. Finally, I don't know how many videos I've done. I think it's more than 10. I usually try to get it down to 10. But even lumping some together, I think I'm over 10 now. But anyway, last video of the year that I just really enjoyed that made the list was my Planet Coaster Gatekeeper B&M Wing Coaster. This was a lot of fun to put together. Again, a lot of work. I spent so many hours building this roller coaster and getting prepared to make this video, which actually hit November 1st, that for about a week I could barely use my hands, but especially my mouse hand, because I just spent so much time using the mouse in this game, clicking pieces to get this done so I could make this video. So I spent too much time on my computer, but it was a lot of fun to put together. The moral of that story is that most of the videos on here that I enjoy going back through this year, I know I kind of complained at the front end of the video about the channel not growing the way I wanted it to. That's a true statement, but if I go back through this list, if you guys were paying attention, keeping track at home, the videos I liked the best from this year are not the ones with the most views necessarily. They're the ones that I had the most fun doing, and usually the ones I had the most fun doing were the ones that took the most work. This channel, it's not about the views, it's not about the likes, it's not about the comments. It was once upon a time about that. And as I look through this stuff, it becomes plain to me that the videos that I put the most work into are the ones that I'm the proudest of, and I don't really care how many views they get. So that's encouraging to me. I don't know if it is encouraging to you or if it makes sense to anybody that's watching this, but it's encouraging to me, and it reinforces the idea that this is something I enjoy doing. It's not something that's gonna, take the place of my day job. Wouldn't that be nice? So anyway, that's the channel for this year, and I hope you guys have had a fantastic 2023. I appreciate everybody watching, commenting, liking. As I've said in some of my videos, if you want to support this channel, share the videos with people you know that you think will enjoy it. Subscribe, like, comment, tell me you enjoy videos. If you didn't like some videos, tell me why you didn't like them. I like feedback, and it's not always fun, but I like negative feedback too, as long as it's respectful and meaningful, helpful, basically. And you can always join the channel. And you know, one of the biggest things for me is I've said this in a number of videos, and I mean it. If you want to support this channel, one thing you can do is give to charity and just tell me about it. But again, I hope you guys had a wonderful 2023. Thank you for the support, and I hope your 2024 is amazing. And I'm going to continue to kind of chug along in 2024. We'll see what happens. So, with that, thanks for watching. Happy flying, safe driving, all that good stuff.